Yeah, man!
Hello, my name is Miguel, and today I'm gonna make for you vegetables fritters. So you're gonna need a small can of mixed vegetables, about 8 ounce, 241 grams. 2 garlic cloves, quarter cut piece of onion, half teaspoon parsley, half teaspoon basil. You can use any of these herbs fresh. 1 cup all-purpose flour and half cup water and salt. 1 stalk scallion, I'm gonna start by opening this can of mixed vegetables. Do what I'm doing. In fact, don't do what I'm doing. You use a can opener and open it. If you wish to do it like me, make sure you cut away from you. Cut away from yourself. Throw that water off. Rinse it with fresh running water. Drip several drops of distilled white vinegar in it and rinse it properly. Throw off that water and give it a final rinse on the fresh running water. Visit JamaicaDinners.com for the recipe. That's the idea. Put your cleaned mixed vegetables aside for later. And note, you can use fresh vegetables for this recipe. Just dice it fine. Use vegetables available in your region. You can use broccoli, cauliflower, celery, all sorts of vegetables can be used for these fritters. Now the garlic. Peel garlic. Be creative. Use vegetables available in your region. And now I just need a quarter piece of an onion. Peel the onion and dice onion fine. You can get away using any vegetable pretty much. Zucchini, just be creative. Once you dice the onion fine, put it on a plate. Keep ingredients separate. Now, grind garlic to puree. This is a vegan recipe. It's very simple and it's delicious. I'm using a quarter piece of pepper. I use Scotch bonnet pepper. If you don't have Scotch bonnet pepper in your region, use shredded red pepper. Use about a quarter teaspoon between half teaspoon of shredded red pepper, and it's optional as well. Now with the Scotch bonnet pepper, just cut it fine as you can get it. Now the scallion. See, I keep my scallion in the freezer to keep it. I just clean it, prepare it, wash it, strip it off, and then put it in a bag and freeze it. So this scallion that you're looking at is frozen and it's getting soft. So you just need a small piece, dice it fine. Dice scallion fine. Remember now, keep your ingredients separate. Measure and add half tablespoon dried parsley, half tablespoon dried basil. This is our ingredients. Put it aside for later. Now, measure 1 cup of all-purpose flour. If you're using counter flour, you may use 1 teaspoon of baking powder. But if you're not using counter flour and we are using all-purpose flour, do not add any baking powder. Now, add half teaspoon salt. I use sea salt. Now mix in your dry ingredients. You can do this 2 ways. You can add your ingredients to the dry batter, or remember, all-purpose flour. Use all-purpose flour. Because the reason for the all-purpose flour is that if you use too much baking powder, it's going to suck up the oil and you don't want that. Okay, add your ingredients to the dry batter. You could have mixed it with the water and get a liquid batter first, then you add your ingredients. It really does not matter. So add your ingredients. At the end of the day, you want to just combine all ingredients together and mix a smooth dough. So once you add the ingredients, add water, half cup water. Do what I'm doing, mix your vegetable fritters batter smooth. Just be cautious. If you're dealing with vegetables right here, you don't wanna mash them. You don't wanna mash your vegetables, so stir it cautiously. Maybe you can give us some ideas of some vegetables you would use. Just put your information in the comments below. You know, give us some ideas with vegetables you would use that's available in your region. So that's what you want. Put your batter aside for later. Next, put to heat a large skillet. Stove gauge is on 6. Put your stove's flame on 6 high. This is a skillet that I fried some fritters in yesterday. So the oil is in it. It's clean. All I'm doing is taking out a few of the left back pieces. Make sure there's enough oil in the skillet. You just want enough for frying. Stove's gauge is on 6 high. Allow to get hot. Once you see a little smoke, that's a sign to say it's ready. That's a sign to say the oil is hot enough for frying. After a minute, and your oil is hot enough for frying, add dough. I'm using about a tablespoon. So just take up a scoop, a tablespoon scoop of vegetable fritters batter, and lay it in the heating oil. Try and put each fritter in its own little spot in the skillet. Don't worry about dripping. If it drips in the heating oil, just add the fritters over that. Don't worry if it's sticking right now. Just allow it to fry for a few seconds, then you'll be able to separate it. So this is the idea. That's what you want. Allow frying. Once it starts to get golden brown around the edges, that's a sign to say flip it. That's a sign to say it's ready for flipping. Vegetable fritters frying. Now, after about 40 seconds, between a minute, use a cooking fork and separate your fritters that might be touching. Stove gauge is on 6 high. Earlier, if a couple of the fritters were sticking and refused to come apart, just allow it to fry. Once it fries and set, then you'll be able to separate it, like what I'm doing now. After a minute and a half between two, flip fritters on the other side. You want a nice golden color. Once you do that, allow frying on the other side. For effective frying, allow to fry properly on one side before you flip it. Vegetables look really nice in these fritters. After a minute and a half between two of frying on the other side, flip fritters that didn't get a proper fry on the other side, just to see, just to make sure you're on the right track. fritters fries perfectly, 3 between 4 minutes. So that's it, we're finished. Turn the stove off and remove the ones that's finished first. Do what I'm doing. Drain the oil from the fritters once you remove it from the eating oil. Drain oil from fritters once removed from the eating oil. You can place your cooked fritters on a clean paper towel in a bowl to aid draining the oil. Vegetables Fritters. Visit JamaicaDinners.com for the recipe. Subscribe, like, share. You should try cooking this vegetable fritters yourself. Give us feedback when you do. Vegetables Fritters or vegetable fritters. This is what your vegetable fritters look like. See? Packed with vegetables. Remember now, you can use these vegetables fresh. Just prep it, scrape, peel, and strip vegetables. Clean vegetables properly and then dice it fine. And like I said, use vegetables available in your region. The scallion in these vegetable fritters gives it a distinct flavor. I like the taste of the corn in the vegetable fritters. Overall, it has a very unique flavor. Oh, the flavor of it tastes just right. It tastes like a vegan recipe. Until next time, bye. Yeah, man!